Coach, they love their crab cakes and they love their football. That's what Maryland does. And we are at M&T Bank Stadium down near the Inner Harbor of Baltimore. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Baltimore Ravens. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. This is taken at his 4. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
I'm coming for you, son.
Darnold. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down. They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Hey, you got 3, three down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 42-yard line.
50 seconds. 80 weapon. Watch twist. No 80.
Now Mack. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Darnold. He gets this one to Boyd. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Tyler Boyd, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Bullock good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Set. 60 outlaw. Hey, let's get that ball, D. Fair.
They'll run for the first time with Mark Ingram. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run. Sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
It's a give to the right. Ingram. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now, look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. Now back to throw. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And it's a terrific return here as he's going to have them set up with a 1st and goal right at about the 6-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Darnold. He completes it to Boyd. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 18 yards on that one, and the Bengals are moving. First down.
Single.
On first down, Darnold. He's got his man Sharp, complete. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Hey, high 7.
Darnold down to throw. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
The drive starts here with a carry by Ingram. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down. Ingram again, a first down carry. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
On second down, Ingram. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
They'll look to throw here. Looking deep for Hilton. And that is incomplete. That makes them now 0 for 2 here in the first quarter on third down conversions.
And now they'll look to their defense because they need them to step up so they don't fall further behind here in the early going.
On is the punter Cook, who sends it away. Crowder now to return. It'll be a net of only 30 here. 40-yard punt, 10. On the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Bengals drive about to get going. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it no matter the sport. They say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I was
going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? Because he had enough confidence in himself. And that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
It's a loss of 2, now third down.
61, matchbox light.
Throwing here on third down, Darnold under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. The linebacker Darius Leonard applied the heat. After 1, it's 9-0. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. We'll call that a 43-yard punt, 2 on the return, and the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
No what I can tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys.
And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. A big play that time for the Ravens. 58 yards. First red zone chance now for the Ravens. They've got a 1st and goal just inside the 5. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Now keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them.
And this is going to be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. 2nd interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. To throw is Darnold. And he will find his man on the outside. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down with Marlon Mack. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11. On 2nd down, here's a run with Mack. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much.
Hey, pick your game up. 58 to Mike, 58 to Mike.
From the gun on 3rd down, here's Darnold. And that will be incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
It's a return of 4 following a 42-yard punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DJ Reader. Able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And down he'll go at the 25.
Ready. 6-6. Pull it hard.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He sets to fire deep. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way down to the 26. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 49 yards. 1st down, here's White. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. And almost intercepted. It would have been his second pick of the game. Instead, it'll be second down.
Let's go. 8, read.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
You better be ready. Don't be scared.
2nd and 10. That is incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another way to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back in pass rush. They've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync. Only way to play good defense.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Sean Williams. And he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line. That pick hurts a little extra because it was 3rd down. You were already in field goal range.
You know what he's going to hear all night, all next week? Situational football. Understand what's going on.
And he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 2. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. From his own goal line, Darnold. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. Well, they were obviously backed up. Had a little bit of space from the goal line, snapping it from the 3, but still try to throw it. And
yeah, exactly. This is where hindsight is 20/20 comes into play, right? Seems like a good idea to throw the ball there. Maybe you'll surprise him and catch him off guard. Instead, you've created a turnover and put your defense in a bad spot.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Carl Lawson able to get him for a loss of about 3. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. And this is caught. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Ready, set. X3. 218, chop. Snap.
They'll run here with Ingram. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll look to run with Ingram. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Ingram, as the first half is winding down, as they are now on the board here in the first half.
I can hear their sigh of relief all the way up here, partner. Now, they absolutely had to have that one, and they got it. Maybe it'll provide a little bit of spark heading into the half.
And help out their defense because they've really held serve, so now we got a ball game.
No doubt about it. They are right back in it and have to feel a whole lot better about themselves.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
So we have reached halftime here in a tight 2-point contest. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly second and long. They'll set up to throw. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. T.Y. Hilton, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead is up to 5. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This one fielded at the 5. And he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return. The Bengals drive about to get going. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Darnold on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard.
Mike, 57.
Here's Darnold. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Down here in the 3rd quarter, obviously that's one they could have used.
Yeah, one of my favorite special teams coaches in the NFL told me what separates the kickers in the NFL versus the ones who are not is not the misses. It's the second miss in a row. Best kickers in the league, they don't miss 2 in a row. He's got to get his head back together in case he gets another shot.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. 2nd and 9 now. Looking deep for Hilton. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
Back to throw here. They'll let this go for the end zone. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. The Ravens go for it, but come up empty. And the Bengals will get the football back. The Bengals drive about to get going. And the last go-around for them, they tried that really, really long field goal, couldn't connect.
And in retrospect, I think a lot of people would say, well, why would you try one that long? You hurt yourself in field position. The ball comes out, there. that only helps the other team. But I look at it as maybe it was a double shot of confidence. Confident the kicker could make it, and even if he missed, confident in their defense that they could hold him.
Darnold now 9 of 15 throwing the ball, 60%, and it's 1st and 10. Now it's Darnold. This short throw caught by Goddard. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Here's Matt. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Darnold on 3rd down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Marching in for the sack, Matthew Judon. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7.
Check 13. Red 80.
And here we go on 4th. Darnold. And he's got his man on the out route. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. So certainly not the way that they were hoping that possession would end, failing to convert on 4th.
And now they've got to make sure that they keep their poise, they keep their confidence. Just because it didn't work once doesn't mean if they get that same situation later that they shouldn't go for it again. The defense feels great, but the offense, they can't be despondent.
He'll look to throw. That's complete to White. They'll give him a yard on the play, and all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
22 jet bombers, 22 jet bombers.
Brings up 3rd and 8.
Get it.
Looking to throw. Got a man, it's Brown. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to 4th down.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter.
Here's Sam Cook now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
You hate to give the ball away here in the 4th quarter while you're just holding a slim lead, but that punt, absolutely ideal. They pin them inside the 5-yard line. They give their defense a really nice opportunity.
A run by Mack to start the drive. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Here's Darnold. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And they'll mark him down right around the 9, just shy of the 10. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. Darnold. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to him.
Let's go.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
This quarterback now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? That is caught at the 7-yard line. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Got it.
4 receivers to keep tabs on here. 3 of them to the right side on 2nd and 5. 2nd and 5. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Getting the sack, the big D tackle, Geno Atkins. The Ravens on 3rd down. Lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 14. They're going to look to throw. This is caught. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. He was looking for Nick Boyle that time, but it'll be 2nd and goal. Down this close to the goal line, 1st down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on 1st down in this situation because 2nd down, that gives me an option of running play action, maybe throwing it.
And I think they stopped him again. They did at the 1-yard line. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. On the move to his left. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Mark Andrews, his first touchdown on the year as the Ravens push further out in front. No surprise there, 3rd and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency. Move the ball at least a few times on offense. Get a couple of 1st downs.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off near the 29. Count them now, 6 interceptions between last week and this week. Now, the 3 picks last week helped them to a win. They're in the driver's seat once more.
And they're the ones that are doing all the leading, aren't they? Right? The 3 interceptions last week, that led to a victory. 3 interceptions so far in this game, that has them out in front. We often think of the offense driving things. In this case, it's the defense, not just holding teams, but creating big plays for themselves.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And the catch made by Hilton. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 28.
61, matchbox, right. 58, Charlie. I got you. I got you. Hey, check, Mike. Yes. I'm going to run you.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make the play on the football.
This is White on the screen. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. He was trying to get it to A.J. Brown that time, but now it's 3rd and goal. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal.
Kill. Hey, turn it out. Slam. X3, 218, chopper.
57's Mike 57.
He'll drop to throw. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Jesse Bates. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask that there's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game, go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Back to throw, Darnold. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I remember Coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it.
And can you believe it? It's a second safety in this ball game. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. Oh. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. The Bengals drive about to get going. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back, and then score again. But they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly. Then they'll take it from there.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. That is caught. It's Tajay Sharp. Now we'll get whistles, and they've signaled for a timeout. Not sure I see the logic in this, but we'll get a stoppage anyway with 5 seconds remaining. One last throw now for Darnold. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete, as time has run out on this football game. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And you've